Third state appearance in 4 years for Anthony Wayne, facing a familiar foe in Watkins Memorial. The Generals won this matchup last year at the same stage. Kat Myers starting in the circle, the future Michigan Wolverine with 5 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. But her counterpart today and next year in college as well is Carson Cassidy, also doing damage. The future Michigan State Spartan earning the K in a defensive battle to start. We were scoreless until the top of the 6th with 2 on. The ground ball to second picks off the first base runner. Generals want the double play, but the hesitation gives Courtney Dobbs the green light from third. Slides home, giving the Warriors the 1-0 lead. Watkins Memorial will add an insurance run in the 7th as they defeat Anthony Wayne 2-0, advancing to the title game. But with more on the Generals, we welcome in Mark Coons from Firestone Stadium.
Rivalries are what makes sports great, and over the last several years, there hasn't been a better rivalry in Ohio high school softball on the state stage than Watkins Memorial and Anthony Wayne. 3 times in the last 4 years, they've met right here in Akron in the state tournament. Well, we were expecting another pitcher's duel today, and that's exactly what we got as Kat Myers, the future Michigan Wolverine, struck out 10 Warriors, but future Michigan State Spartan Carson Cassidy did her better, not allowing a single run as the general season comes to an end.
Carson Cassidy with Watkins Memorial came out and she pitched a great game. They are well coached. They put some stuff together at the right times to put a couple runs on the board.
We have nothing to be ashamed of. We've had a great past 4 years and we've been to the state semis 3 times and the finals once. So although we really did want to take home the state championship, it's not something that we should be ashamed of. It's something we should be proud of.
6 seniors that I have are really the greatest class of softball players ever at Anthony Wayne. If you look at their win-loss record, they've been here to states 3 of their 4 years, 3 regional championships, 2 NLL championships, and even the effort they gave this season, being 29-2 with the schedule that we had this year, that's an incredible accomplishment for what we've done. And hats off to Watkins Memorial for a great game they played today.
I could definitely say I was disappointed, but I definitely want to say more that I'm proud of everybody that's come through this program in the past 4 years, not just the seniors, including the underclassmen who have worked their butts off to be competitive in one of the best softball programs in the state of Ohio.
Warriors with revenge on their minds after last year's state semifinal loss to Anthony Wayne.
Because we've seen them my freshman year and junior and now senior year. And I think playing them so much, especially last year, like we had a pretty big, I think, upset last year. And coming into this year, I was very hungry for the win.
The recent past and the present strong for Anthony Wayne, and the Generals are making sure the future remains bright.
When I see them, I kind of imagine ourselves when we were at that age, watching the kids in high school then and just wanting to be them at that point. So I think that we've done a great job at trying to be good role models for them. And
our older players are role models for our junior generals, and that's how we sustain our program. And our junior generals are very important to us.
Our team coverage from the Rubber City continues as we welcome in Mason Lowry and Rick Poland. They're on the call for today's state semifinal.
Well, we came in talking about these 2 teams and their phenomenal senior classes in particular, so it makes sense that it was the heads-up base running of Courtney Dobbs for Watkins Memorial that puts them into the state championship game.
Yeah, the senior leadership, that's what it takes to win championships. Both teams came in with senior leadership, but heads-up base running, reading the body motion of the fielders and taking that chance and that opportunity in a nothing game and scoring what proved to be the winning run.
Yeah, there weren't many opportunities for either team because both pitchers were superb. To current and future rivals, Kat Myers, of course, going to Michigan. Carson Cassidy of Watkins Memorial going to pitch at Michigan State. And while Kat Myers was very good, as she usually is, she struck out 10. She also walked 5, had some difficulty with the patience, I think, of the Watkins Memorial hitters. And Carson Cassidy, that's one of the best pitching outings I've seen in a very long time.
She was a pitcher that seemed to get better as the game went on. And especially once she got the lead, she was not going to be replaced in that game. She was going to close it out. But hats off to Watkins Memorial because they did just exactly what needed to be done. They took advantage of mistakes. They were able to create some havoc on the bases a little bit, just enough we knew coming into this game that this was going to be whoever blinks first. And there was a lot of blinking going on during this game. But the big blinks came when Watkins was able to scrape across that one run and then delivered, the little insurance there at the end. But I'll tell you what, this is a great Anthony Wayne team, a team that will go down in their annals of history as some of the best teams and players that will ever come through that school.
Yeah, they've just wrapped up playing closing time by Semisonic as everybody files out of Firestone Stadium. It's closing time for Anthony Wayne softball season and this senior class that we've been following now for 4 years. And I know this is not the storybook ending that they were hoping for, but in the cold light of day, 3 trips to state in 4 years is something to look back on with fondness rather than regret.
Right now it hurts. Right now you feel bad. You wanted that state championship. But as you just said, you're going to look back. And, the coaches and I'm sure, the parents will say, too, think about what you accomplished. Look at what you did in your time here at Anthony Wayne. And they did some things that may never be done again. You may not have that state championship that you really, really wanted, but you still did some things that will never be duplicated probably again on the field at Anthony Wayne.
That song closes with the line, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Anthony Wayne's season has ended here in Akron.